In a world where gods ruled the skies and demons commanded the earth,
The line between love and destruction was drawn in fire. Once, the heavens trembled at the name.
Dongfeng Qingkang the Ruthless,
Demon lord whose power could turn mountains to ash and silence even the gods.
his heart was cold, untouched by mercy or sorrow. To him, love was weakness, a burden for mortals and fools.
Then came Orchid, a small, gentle fairy from the fairy realm. She was fragile,
Naive, and endlessly kind, the very opposite of him. Yet fate, in its cruel humor, bound their lives together through an ancient spell. When Orchid's soul became trapped in the demon lord's body, their heart's enemies by nature began to beat as one. She felt his rage, his loneliness, his pain. He felt her warmth, her compassion, her quiet courage. Slowly, the ice that encased his soul began to melt. For the first time in 1,000 years, the demon lord smiled. But love, in a world ruled by gods and destiny, is never without price. The heavens declared their bond a sin.
to protect the realms. The gods unleashed their wrath upon the demon lord's army. War erupted, fire against light, heaven against shadow. In the chaos, Orchid saw the truth.
Dongfeng Qingkang was not the monster the heavens had painted him to be. He was a man who had lost everything, and still chose to protect her.
And so, she made the one choice no god or demon could understand.
She gave her life to save his. When she fell, the world seemed to stop breathing. Her light faded like the last star before dawn.
The demon lord held her in his arms, his power raging beyond control. The skies darkened, the earth cracked,
and his cry tore through both realms, a sound born of love and loss. But even grief could not break him.
He refused to let fate decide. In the ancient temple of souls,
he found a forbidden spell, one that could bring back the dead, but at a terrible cost, the sacrifice of his own soul.
Without hesitation, he began the ritual.
Blood marked the stone. Blue fire encircled them.
The heavens thundered in protest as he defied their will. Orchid, he whispered, if the gods won't return you,
then I will.
The spell took hold, his power collided with divine light,
shaking the very balance of creation. And in the heart of that storm, she appeared.
Fragile, glowing, alive. Her eyes opened, finding his.
Dongfeng Qingkang.
Before they could touch, divine chains lashed from the heavens, binding him. He was being poured into the abyss, punished for daring to love.
She cried out,
no, you'll be lost forever.
But he only smiled, a gentle, heartbreaking smile. As long as I remember you,
I am never lost.
With a final surge of power,
he released her spirit back into the living world and vanished into the darkness.
When Orchid awoke, she was alone in a field of white lilies.
The wind whispered through the petals, carrying a faint trace of his voice. On her hand, the mark of his power still glowed, a promise carved into her soul.
She looked toward the horizon, tears falling like light. If love must fight the heavens, she whispered, then I will wait until the stars fall, until the skies forgive, and somewhere beyond time, where light and shadow meet.
The demon lord watched her, still silent, eternal, guarding her from afar.
Because even when gods forget, love remembers.
And some bonds are too strong for even heaven to break.
Please like and subscribe.